You don't have a bad life. You're not depressed. You might think you are, but you probably aren't. This isn't a negativity post where I try to bring you down. This is actually something to make your life more positive. Don't click off and let me explain. You might think you have a bad life, but some people have it way worse. I'm not trying to compare you to others. So instead of doing that, let's imagine a scenario where there's someone who has the exact same problems as you and almost exact same life as you. You might think that's unlikely, but with 8 billion people in the world, there's probably someone who has a very similar situation to you. One of you guys can be extremely happy with your life, while the other can be sad. Depression isn't based on your life status, your personality, or anything else. As I said, two people have the exact same life, and one can be depressed while the other isn't. The only difference is that the way you look at life, your mindset. And I know mindset is talked about a lot, but so many people don't actually understand the importance of what mindset actually means. Without a proper mindset, you will never achieve what you want to achieve in life. Let me give you an example. There are many people in this world who have single mothers, where their father left them or something like that, especially in America, not in my country, but in America. And two people can have the exact same situation where their mothers left them, but completely different results. One guy who has a single mother, and because of that, he says, oh, since I don't have a father figure, let me blame my whole life on my father figure. So he starts smoking, and he falls into degeneracy, and he starts getting into drugs, weed, lead, and then his whole life goes into a mess. And then he blames it all on the fact that he has a single mother, and his father didn't raise him properly since he wasn't there. Now, there's the second guy, and so many of the internet millionaires you see have single mothers. For example, Iman Gaji, he had a single mother, and now he's grown into a multi-millionaire. And two people could have the exact same life. Iman Gaji became a multi-millionaire, while the other became a drug addict. What's the difference? It's their mindset. It's not because Iman Gaji was smarter, it's because he had the proper mindset to achieve the things he wanted to achieve. Now, I want to give you an example of how I went through the same process, where my mindset was the only thing limiting me. Around a year ago, I didn't have the best life ever. Now, I'm not saying I'm not privileged in one way or another, but I was also going through some mental health issues. And back then, I used to play video games, I used to have fun all the time. It was really a fun time. Anyways, things changed a lot. Nowadays, I'm spending most of my days stressed, only doing work, and it's becoming a very tough time for me. And not like conditions got better, things actually got worse. I moved countries, I missed out on some friends, missed out on some events with people, and that's what happened to me. But if I were to be completely honest with you, now I am much more happy than I was a year ago. Even though a year ago I was actually having fun, I was going out with my friends, playing video games, and just having a good overall time. And now, even though I'm stressed all the time, I am so much more happy because I believe that I'm happy. Depression is a state of the mind, and as a human, the only thing you can control is your mind. So those mental illnesses, I'm not saying they're fake, they are technically real, but you can easily get rid of them. If you have a scar on your knee, for example, you cannot get rid of it that easily. You have to wait for recovery. But if you have depression, in 1 or 2 weeks, you can easily undo that. And this thing, which we all go through, which I went through, and which you're probably going through or have already went through, is called the victim's mentality, where we believe that our life is much worse than others, and we believe that we're the victim in every situation, and we're the ones who are sad while everyone else around us is happy. We all think we're the main character, and we just caught up in this game where we're the only ones which are sad, and that gives us a feeling of loneliness and makes it even more sad. I now acknowledge that everyone has things and struggles. Some are harder than mine, and some are easier than mine, but that's not the point. You need to acknowledge that, and just try your best to be happy. Believe that you can be happy. Once you shift that mindset, you will achieve the dreams you want to achieve. That's what I wanted to tell you. And yeah, that's it. As always, thanks for watching, and remember, don't give up, no matter what.